Slurped it up. It's 2 for 1 today. I felt a bit guilty because I didn't show you the tape plugin that I really like, and I wanted to make another bass. So I've got another bass today called the Mighty Sabre. I'll show you the post-processed version in a moment. How I made this one though was really, really simple, and all we're going to do is got the water razor wavetable, and that's going to be hitting at -12, and then we've got a basic shapes sine wave as well. We've got 2 actually, so this is the important part. Is the first one here is at 24, and that's frequency modulating from the water razor. Okay, here on the FM from 1, and on the LFO I've done a simple ramp down 1/1, and I've put that to the wavetable position. So it cycles through the razor, goes through in the sine wave with the FM, and it repeats, you know. That's the basis of the sound. And then to get movement in, I've put another sine wave in at -24, but modulating the pitch so it detunes from the other one. So it will sound like this now. So every time it comes up to the top, it's going to sort of fast detune and then slow down, because I've tracked the LFO to the pitch and slammed it to the left a little bit, a little slam. And I've put the second oscillator, so this middle one, through a phaser filter. The randomization is off on all these, and through the phaser filter, pretty much just left the settings as it was. I think might have moved it to the left a little bit. Just sounds epic like that, you know, with the drums and everything. All I've done in the effects is I've rammed it through soft clipping distortion, put on a chorus, a little bit of phaser filter again, and I've mixed that in a bit. I had a bit of a spiky frequency in the EQ, which I took out in the high end, so you can do that nice and easily. Always a low pass, a low shelf, just to boost the bass a bit, because I lost a bit of bass during the processing. A fair bit of flanging as well, because it sounded great on that one. So this is called the Mighty Sabre. I like that. I thought for a bit of fun I'd post-process it. So all I did was I made 3 kind of versions. So the first version is with the tape on, and I love this tape plugin, and I just went through a bunch of the presets, and I found this one where it kind of like really sort of slams the low end and it sort of squares the sound off a bit, but I thought it sounded cool. So I put that with the original one again, so the original bounce without any processing on. And for this kind of last tail part where I've chopped the audio out, I thought I'd convolute the end bit. So on the end little files, I've done a white blur 200 milliseconds, which sort of gives a bit of a reversing kind of sound effect. So it's just gone quite matrix now. So that kind of sounds like this with the beat. But yeah, nice and easy. You know, bit of tape, bit of convolution, changing up some of the changing up the sound design on the bass, and then like piecing them back together to create. It's sort of like you could call the technique hocketing, which is where you're basically playing the same melody, but the instruments change. But in this case, it's not the instruments; it's the tonality of the sound design of the bass is different. But you're sort of hocketing between the different variations. So that's a great way, just from one vital bass, you can extend it out into make something that's just like got much more detail, much more interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Love you guys. Have a great day.